Hello friends, Marv Eisen here from Timeless Dollar Trading Academy. If you've seen my past several videos, you know I've been talking about whether the market is going to take out the previous high. Now, you're looking at the one-day chart of the S&P market, not the E-mini, but the S&P. And the previous high was put in right over here in July, 46.07, and the market on Friday, December 8th, put in a high and beat it out, put in a high at 46.09. So the market did in fact take out the previous high. So where is the market going to go from here? We can look at this candle with a little more detail and see that it closed at the high of the day, or just about at the high of the day, retreated a little bit, but closed up at the high of the day. And so is the market going to continue up? We've got another 2 weeks before the end of the year. And so the market is likely to go higher. Not saying it will, don't bet the farm, but the market is likely to go higher based on having taken out the previous high that was put in back in July. So now let's look at the one-day chart. And this is Friday, December 8th. The market opened right over here. Here's our opening candle at 9:30. Market opened 45.81, and as we can see, the previous close was at 45.88. Market did in fact close that gap. So a 7-point gap trade is possible if you got on right at the beginning. As you can see, the market did retreat from the open a bit. I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully you can see this lower shadow on this 9:30 candle. These are 3-minute candles, friends. And so the market retreated, but then came back up, and within a few minutes filled the morning gap. 7 points, $50 a point, $350, very nice trade. But what we really want to know is, where is the market going to go if we can find it in terms of the entire range of the day, which of course we don't know. Here's the entire range of the day. We don't know what that is because we only know that the market opened right over here at 45.81, closed the gap a few minutes later at 45.88. But while we can be satisfied with the 7-point profit, we also want to be able to take advantage of the day's range. And the way to do that is to know the upper and lower limits of where the market is going to trade. And we do that using the Tailor calculations. And this is the Tailor Calculator. George Tailor developed a system that measures the distance where the market travels from low to high, from high to low, and highs to highs to highs to highs. A little bit confusing, but nevertheless, the calculator is something that is available at timelessdollar.com. It looks a bit intimidating, I know, but you only have to put in 4 numbers each day, which is in the left column. The leftmost column is the date. We just put in the date. And in the rows next to that, the days open, high, low, and close. So these numbers to the right, they all calculate automatically. Resistance 46.20, support 45.84, and the range of the day 36 points. The Tailor calculator gives us a rectangle. If the Tailor calculator is right, the market is going to trade within this rectangle, something like this, okay? And so if we know that the market is going to open at one end of the range, the Tailor calculator is going to show us it's going to trade up to the other end of the range. And so it's pretty simple in terms of the concept here. If we represent it as a candle, and here's a candle, okay? Going to draw a candle with a shadow, upper and lower shadow, and a real body. We want to know where the lower shadow is going to be because that is the intraday low. Important concept, the intraday low. And the upper shadow, of course, is going to be the intraday high, the highest point of the day. The body, the real body, those are areas where it's important to know where the Tailor resistance and support areas are, okay? But the body itself, let me show you something here. This body itself can move up or down on the day's range. While the real body can move up or down, can change during the day as it does, the actual high of the day and low of the day, the upper and lower shadow, are going to be constrained, and they're going to be almost always, well, I say generally, not almost always, they're going to be generally what the Tailor calculator predicts. In this case, this was 36 points from the end of the lower shadow to the end of the upper shadow. And so that's how we use the Tailor calculator in conjunction with the resistance point, the support point. And of course, we always want to know where the previous day's close was, because that's an area of equilibrium. And so we want to know these 4 areas on the chart that are important, or 4 concepts. We want to know the Tailor support area. We want to know the Tailor resistance area. We want to know the range, this range here, okay, from right over here to right over there. That's the range. And remember, this can move up and down, which it does. And let me show you what that means in terms of how to use Tailor. When we take Tailor and we clone the actual, we take a clone of this, and we take the clone and we move it to the intraday low, which was right over here. As you can see, 45.78. And we take that clone, we move it to the intraday low, 45.78. Look where the market traded. Look where it put in its top, right where the Tailor calculator range forecast it would be, 36 points from down here. And so these are the areas that we need to take note of when we're trading to make us better traders. Tomorrow, futures rollover. Here is the 2023 rollover date for December. And as we can see, December 11th is the roll date and December 15th is the expiration date. I hope you can see that. December 15th is the expiration date. December 11th, which is going to be Monday, is the roll date. So starting Monday, you can trade the next contract, which is the ESH 24. ESH 24, okay? That's going to be ESH 2024. Some charts will have ESH 24 or ESH 2024. Either way, but you should roll over your chart to the ESH 2024 contract. So that's my video for today. If you would like to get the Tailor calculator, you can get it at my site at timelessdollar.com. There's a link on the nav bar up here, Tailor Trading Calculator, or you can use this bar down at the bottom of the homepage and you can get the Tailor calculator. It's really easy to use, I promise. You can use it not just for the ES, but for other markets. If you trade other markets, you can trade multiple markets with just one calculator. People from all over the world have purchased this calculator, use it to trade with more knowledge and more success. Thanks so much for watching. Trade safely, use lots of patience, and I'll see you in my next video. Marv Eisen for Timeless Dollar Trading Academy.